Okay, hi, it's John Kavanagh here from Straight Blast Gym, and I'm here to announce that I'm going to be running a mixed martial arts show September 14th in Dublin. I'm very excited to do this again. I ran some of the first shows in Ireland about 7-8 years ago. They were the shows that got Conor McGregor, Gunnar Nelson, Aisling Daly, all of those guys off the ground. Back then it was out of necessity. There just wasn't any other shows around, especially for Aisling. It was always difficult getting her fights. And again, it's kind of come to being a necessity because although there's a lot of great shows on in Ireland, they're mostly amateur only cards, or they're the bigger shows that from the more experienced pros. So what we're looking to do is the more experienced amateurs, and also those guys making their professional debut. Or I have a lot of guys that have less than 5 pro MMA fights, so want to give them the exposure. I'm very happy and proud to announce that we got Conor McGregor on board as the spokesperson. He's going to use his position in the media right now to try and introduce this sport to a wider audience.
Yeah, I'm happy to be on board. You know, Dublin has been screaming out for a show like this. You know, there's so many up and coming athletes have seen my story. You know, what the route I took, and now that there's a show going to be in Dublin, it's going to be brilliant, and I'm looking forward to giving it my support and checking out the up and coming talent. You know, I know there's a lot of hard-working guys out there that are looking for their big break. I'm happy John is getting back into into the fight promotion game. I came up on his shows, on the smaller shows around Dublin, and I'm happy to be here supporting this, definitely. And
also, I'd like to use this to kind of show some of the newer pros the approach that my most experienced pros take to the sport. And I'm happy to announce that we're going to have a deal that for any pro fighters, when they make weight, we're going to have an EMT on board that will provide them with a free IV. This is only usually used by the top guys because it's very expensive. It's about 250, 300 euros. We're providing it free of charge for our pro fighters. We have Simon Fighter Food on board, who will provide them with free meals. We have Vita Coco on board as well, who are going to get them coconut water. So basically, those guys make weight, they have no concerns. And that's, for me as a coach, that's something I would love for my fighters to be at shows. And that package alone is probably worth over 300 euros. And for most pros that are just getting into it under 5 fights, it's probably more than they'd get paid on a show. Never mind, obviously we're going to have a person as well and ticket deal. And I really want this to be, I'm coming at this from a coaching perspective. And I want to provide everything that make it as comfortable as possible for the guys that are making weight, so that they can put on their best performance on Saturday night.
This is brilliant. Those kind of deals are so good. You know, all them extras that you're getting. You know, we barely had a referee back in the day. You know, so to have those extras, it's a really good thing. And I'm looking forward to seeing the rising talent in Dublin. I know there's a lot of hard-working athletes, and this is going to be a special night, and I really am looking forward to it.
And speaking of referees, happy to announce that I managed to get David Jones out of retirement. David's well known to be the most experienced and best referee. He announced his retirement last year, but I got back in touch with him and a bit of arm twisting, and he's going to be on board on the night. So, you know, we have the most experienced, best referee there in the game, going to make sure everything is safe in the cage, looking after the guys. And you've got some big announcements coming up. I can't say them quite now. We're very close to announcing a really big main event. A lot of people will be excited about it. Our matchmaker Clive Staunton, who is a very experienced fighter himself and has been around the scene a long time, is working behind the scenes, and that's going to come out soon. So make sure you keep an eye on our Facebook, on our Twitter, on the website, on everything on social media, on Conor's Twitter, and keep an eye on that over the next coming days. I'm sure on the screen here we'll have Clive's email address for any coaches out there who'd like to get their amateurs involved. We're looking to do a split card, 6 amateur fights, 6 pro fights. We also have a deal with Joe.ie. It's going to be streamed live on the night. I'm working with a lighting company. We're going to have almost 10 grand's worth of lighting on the night. It's going to be lit up like a major promotion. We really want to put on a show as well as having great fights. We really wanted that when Conor uses his position in the media to bring a lot of new people to the sport. We want them leaving that night on a high and looking for the next show, the next Dublin show, whether it's Battle Zone or Cage Warriors, Cage Contender, whatever other shows that I'm always supporting. I have fighters on every show, and I'm looking forward to working with the MMA coaches around Dublin and around Ireland, of course, and getting them involved in a new show. I've got the venue secured now. I've just come out of the Pavilion at the Red Cow Inn. They've never allowed an MMA show in here before. It's going to be the first one. I was just saying, looking at the room, I think it's fantastic. It's going to have a really good atmosphere on the night. Right next door we have Hush nightclub as well. We can do our after show party in there. Should be a bit of fun. So September 14th, the Pavilion, the Red Cow roundabout. Make sure you're there.